Hey Sagittarius, happy February. It's Crystal Neath, your intuitive tarot reader. And as you already know, I'm here with your February overall energy, 2019, of course. So let's get right into it. In this reading, I'll be giving you a heads up on what you need to be aware of, whether finances come up more, love, emotions, whatever. I will give you the heads up of what you need to be aware of this February 2019 for all my Sagittarius. Yes, so your video is a little later than everyone else's because all my videos had been recorded, but I had some issues with my phone. So I thank you so much for your patience, but trust me, it'll be worth the wait. I will give you all the heads up that you need. Okay, so let's get right into it. Overall energy for all my Sagittarius, sun, moon, and rising. What do they need to be aware of February 2019? Overall energy for all Sagittarius. Okay, so the first card that we have out is the 10 of Pentacles upright. This is beautiful. The 10 of Pentacles is saying that February can really be a month of legacy. A lot of Sagittarius, especially with that new moon that we have on the 4th of February, I believe it comes in 1:30 PST. What it's speaking about is a renewal of legacy. You know, Aquarius in ancient times was ruled by Saturn. So I do think that it still has that energy of a need for legacy, maybe more in a rebellious sense. But it's definitely saying that all my Sagittarius out there can make this a month of, for one, wealth and finances and being able to bring a lot of revenue in, but also being in a position to start to think about your legacy. How serious are you taking life? What do you believe in? What don't you believe in? What do you want to be known for? And every day, are you moving forward and closer to that calling on your overall spirit or soul purpose? So that's always great. Okay, next we have the Ace of Pentacles. So this is saying that I don't believe that it will come with a big financial sacrifice or a big financial hit. Now, granted, with that 10 of Pentacles energy, speaking of finances being on the upswing or money being able to pour in, you also have to remind yourself that as quickly as money can come in is as quickly as it can leave, okay? Especially with some of the astrology that we have going on this month. So more of an energy on getting more strict with your finances, not making that big investment this month. Try your best to kind of hold off on that. But ultimately, for some Sagittarius out there who are feeling like, oh, I'm not getting the finances and this isn't happening for me, it's not saying that it's too far-fetched. It's just saying that it's a slowdown. Like for some of my Sagittarius who have been looking for a new job or maybe a promotion or you know, new employment, anything like that, it can be a slowdown for whatever reason. But it seems to be with the 10 of Pentacles, this is meant to be, okay? Once again, the 6 of Wands is the energy of victory. A very victorious month. If you learn from your mistakes, if you know, hold back on the big investments, don't get completely bogged down by what doesn't necessarily go your way, because this will actually be more of a chill month, and it's so many positive transits going on this month that as Sagittarius we can really utilize to push us forward when it comes to business or work, because the Wands rule, of course, the 6 of Wands is all about a victory, being able to solidify a victory, but it's also about work, you know, work things going through for you. So that's always a very positive sign. Now, what we want to watch out for this month, we have this heavy, a lot of Sagittarius out there are dealing with Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. We also have Aries, Taurus, and Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces. So it looks like a lot of water energy, a lot of air energy. We have one other fire sign coming through as the Emperor and one earth sign being the Taurus. Now, that's not to say that every Sagittarius has to be dealing with these zodiac signs this year. This month. But it is saying don't be surprised if you're bringing in more of that energy. Also, with the Page of Swords, this is saying move forward with your ideas when it comes to business and how you communicate and what you want to say. Go ahead and get going. The Page of Swords, yes, you do have to watch your back because some of you are dealing with some stalkers. Some of you are dealing with some people who are very secretive and who are low-key doing things behind your back. And you'll know, every Sagittarius is different. You'll know which way this applies to you in your life. But ultimately, it's the get going card. It's the move forward card. It's communication coming in card, which is great. In another sense, for my Sagittarius feeling more of the low vibrational energy, watch your back. If you feel like somebody is stalking social media, they probably are. This will be a very good month to even reevaluate how you speak to yourself, how you think over your life. Make sure that you're not being sneaky because this is the month to where it can really come out. So just watch it. We also have the Emperor here in reverse. A lot of Sagittarius are going to be forced to stand up for themselves. We are fire signs. We are the oldest fire sign. So we can we can get aggressive and be angry just like the Aries and Leo. But we try to sit back and wait on it. The older we get as Sagittarius, we try not to react as quickly. We try to be more patient. Now, granted, you all can be getting your buttons pushed by this Mars energy, by which when I say that, I mean, you could be feeling like, oh, I need to be aggressive. I need to make that move. I'm going to go off on that person. I'm going to tell them off. In one sense, speak up for yourself. Don't get me wrong. This is an energy of needing to stand up to authority, even if you're having issues at work, to stand up for yourself. But in another sense, do it in a way that's smart and strategic. Because, of course, the Emperor in reverse can be more of a tyrant. So if you're dealing with that, you have to figure out what is causing this. Some of you are dealing with this in relationships. If you're dealing with a partner who's very controlling or very much of a tyrant, then you have to realize this isn't necessarily what I want for my life. And some of you may be using the Page of Swords energy to sneak out of that relationship. Okay. And once again, we have the Knight of Swords. I feel like a lot of you are, having more of the aggressive negative energy come from the Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, because their maturity this month is not really where yours is going to be. Your communication and your style of communication is not going to be the same as theirs. And this can be the fickleness. Some of you all this month are dealing with in and out air signs who, their words don't meet up with their actions, or just people in general. They don't have to fall under the air placement, but a lot of you all are. So this is in and out, fickleness. And even if this is you, Sagittarius, feeling more of this fickle Mercury energy, just like I said, no big investments. If you feel like your mind is not clear, if you feel like you're really not making those right decisions, take a step back, relax, and just wait until the energy clears. Because if you move too quickly and make the wrong decision when it comes to yes, it's okay to speak up for yourself, but it's not what you do, it's how you do it. And also with the Knight of Swords here, a lot of Sagittarius out there are dealing with some very backstabbing behavior, or like people in February who will just be showing you like, whoa, what in the hell? Like, I already had enough exposed to me in January. What more can I take February? But it's also saying, if you're noticing that things aren't going on the higher octave Sagittarius, if you notice that things are, feeling downhill for you, that means that you are probably playing the victim, which you have to watch that too with the Ten of Swords. You have to make sure you're not putting yourself in any positions to become a victim by not standing up for yourself, but also not being in a position to allowing others to backstab you, use you, constantly ask for things and not be able to bring that energy back in when you need it. The Hangman in reverse, a lot of you all are dealing with Pisces out there, and maybe these Pisces that you're dealing with are having you look at things from a different perspective. You'll also, on a spiritual level, be looking at things from a new way or a point of view. This is always good. A lot of you all are coming out of limbo. A lot of you all are like, you know what? I'm tired of the backstabbing situation. I'm sick of the boss. I'm sick of the relationship. And I'm ready to finally make that decision to say, I'm letting go. Okay. And that's okay. Now, like I said, financially this month, you can really build a lot for you. Focusing on that Sagittarius energy of religion and philosophy and studying. This is a very good month for you, Sagittarius, to think about going back to school, starting a new job, starting a new career, a new philosophy that you follow, researching, looking into other philosophies. This will be really helpful for you this month. Also, it can bring some type of income or some extra money in. Maybe it's making your own online course. Things like that can be very helpful with the Hierophant. That's also a Taurus energy. Maybe talk to a Taurus friend if you have one. Okay, and when it comes to love, we have the Knight of Cups. Like I said before, a lot of you all are dealing with a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Now, the Knights are very extreme, so people can be very extreme within their gestures of love towards you, Sagittarius. They can just be wanting to give so much and wanting to be there for you. But ultimately, the Knights can kind of try a little bit too hard. Don't be one of those type of energies who, you know, can accept real love when it's present, but also don't put yourself in any situation, because the negative side of the Knight of Cups is a person who can over drink or over escape, you know, have their heads a little bit too much in the clouds. But I look at this more of in a positive way. So stick with the positive Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces who prove themselves to really be your backbone, who really prove themselves to be there by your side, because this is always a very positive energy to come through, because the Knight of Cups, she just wants to give, right? Okay, so of course, I thank you so much for your patience, Sagittarius. You already know I love you so much. I'm always coming with that healing, positive light, throwing it right at you. And if you ever need a private reading with me, you can always do so by emailing me at crystalneath@gmail.com. And besides that, I will be back with your mid-monthly February love readings. I'm actually thinking about maybe switching those over to Vimeo. So of course, if I do, I will put that in the daily videos that I do and give you all a heads up with that. Besides that, have a beautiful February. And of course, I will see you later as always. Have a good one. Bye-bye.